This one is going to be a little bit of audience participation. I had fun with the polls. I'm going to use a little bit of that in the mini lessons as well, at least for today, just to have some fun and have you all participate a little bit. We're going to talk about I'm going to talk about opening leads for a few weeks, and we're shifting to defense topics. And opening leads, that's the first step of the defense. My bridge teacher back in the early 1990s, his saying was you lead with your ear, and it's a great visual. But what he meant was that the only information that you have to go by is the auction itself. You have to listen to what's going on and visualize what the hands are like when you choose your opening lead, because you can't see the dummy, you can never see your partner's hand, and you can only visualize them from what you hear in the auction. And I think all of us who had grandmothers who may have played bridge, you probably heard the expression, lead the fourth best from your longest and strongest. And, we think that's all there is to it. And of course, it isn't all there is to it. Now, when you're leading against a no-trump contract, and that's where we're going to focus at first, you're generally in a race with the declarer to set up your long suits before declarer can set up his long suits. I mean, the way you defeat no-trump contracts is by winning tricks with the little cards in your long suits. It's not really with your high cards. And it's because there is no trump suit, then you have the ability to win tricks when declarer runs out of cards in that suit. So you want to lead the suit that's longest between you and your partner, not necessarily the one that's longest in your hand. So one guideline, of course, is that if your partner has made a bid during the auction, then that usually indicates that that's a suit that's long in their hand, and you should probably lead your partner's suit. Now, that's not going to be your longest suit most of the time, but it might well be the suit that's longest for your side, for you and your partner, the combined longest suit. And then you don't want to give the opponents the same pleasure, right? If they have bid a suit during the auction, you generally want to avoid leading that suit, because those are the suits that they've indicated they have some length in. And if you're finding that you're leading against a no-trump contract and your partner hasn't bid, maybe there is no information. The classic no-trump auction is 1 no-trump, 3 no-trump, right? Lead an unbid suit. Well, that's all of them. Well, then that's when you would fall back on leading your longest suit. And if you have a choice of leading long suits, 2 of them, then you generally want to choose the strongest one of the 2. And that brings us back to the original maxim. But then the fourth highest, that bit doesn't always come into play. And in future lessons, we'll talk about choosing the individual card. And finally, then you want to think about the level of the contract you're defending against. If you're in a contract of 6 no trump and you have 2 aces, play your 2 aces. It may be time to take your tricks and run, just like in another when you're playing a 3 no trump contract and you've got your 9 tricks. Take your 9 tricks. Or you're defending and you're holding the setting trick. Well, play the card that's going to set the contract. That's the sort of thing. So I want to focus on choosing the suit, because when you're choosing a lead, there's 2 steps. One, you choose the suit you want to lead, and then once you've done that, you choose the card you want to lead. Today, let's just focus on the suit. Let's start with the suit we want to lead. Let's give ourselves a hand. So I'm going to put up this hand, and here's your hand. You're going to make an opening lead. We're sitting at west, and so let's have an. Let me move this over here just a second. I have to make myself some space. Let's have an auction. Let's say that north opens the bidding 1 diamond, and that's the player on your left. And let's say that your partner overcalls 1 heart. South says 1 no trump, and you're passing with this hand. And then north says 3 no trump. Are we all muted? That siren is with me. Okay. Okay, so it's 3 no trump, and that's the end of the auction, and now it's your lead. Okay, let's practice with this. I'm going to put up a poll. Indicate which suit You want this? These are anonymous, by the way. Which suit do you want to lead from this hand? Okay. I'll give it 10 more seconds. Okay, 80% of us have voted. Let's take a look. Here are the results. Um, Interesting. Some people chose spades and diamonds. I understand that. But usually, when your partner has bid a suit, especially an overcall, you generally want to lead your partner's suit. Now, there are times when that won't be right, but it always makes friends with your partner, right? So even when it's wrong, it's the right thing to do. No one can fault you for leading your partner's suit. All right. Let's change the situation a little bit and let's have a different auction. All right, we've got the same hand, but this time the auction goes pass, pass, one no trump on your right, pass, pass, pass. Okay, we want to choose a suit. Let's see, which suit do you want to choose in this case? Okay, we almost all voted here. I'll give it another couple seconds. That's 90% of us. Let's have a look. Someone still wants to lead the diamonds, and I appreciate that. But yeah, the spades are you long to suit. Let's lead that one. I mean, that's the only one we have any information about. For one thing, by leading the diamond, I mean the spades with the suit, we have a chance of setting them up. For one thing, our partner might have some big spades, and they may be able to take some tricks. And for another thing, you have big cards in the other suits. You've got this king, queen of clubs. You've got this ace of diamonds. You have a really good opportunity, perhaps, to get in and continue taking spades. And the idea is you're setting up tricks with the six of spades and the two of spades and that sort of thing. Okay, let's change the auction again. We're going to have the same hand. Let's say that north opens one spade, east passes, south bids one no trump, west passes, north bids three no trump, and it passes out from that. And now it's your lead. So let's pick a suit from after this auction. The contract's three no trump, and one of the opponents opened the bidding one spade. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're about half done. People thinking about it. That's good. You should be thinking about it. I'll give it 5 more seconds. Okay, a few people may not have decided, but let's take a look and see what we found. Um, Most of us picked the diamonds, and that would be my pick as well. But interestingly, a few of us picked each of the other suits. Now, the idea in this case is that if one of the opponents has opened with one spade, that's a five-card suit of their own, and it may have some strength in it. We probably want to avoid leading that. We may just be helping them out. So let's pick our other long suit. Let's pick the diamonds. All right, we're going to do this one more time. Here's the hand, and let's say it's the same hand, of course. They're all the same hand, but we're having different auctions. Now this time your right-hand opponent, south, opens one no trump. Your north bids four no trump, inviting slam, and south accepts and goes to six no trump. And that ends the auction, and you are on lead. Let's, oops, da-dum-da-dum. Hang on a second. Okay, let's do another poll, and we're going to pick a suit. The contract is six no trump. Choose a suit to lead. 70%. 80%. I'll give it another 5 seconds. All right, that's enough. That one's a lot closer than the others. This is interesting because we had 58% picked diamonds. Presumably, they're seeing that ace there, and they want to take their ace. Another 30% picked clubs. Okay, let's talk about that for a moment. The contract is 6 no trump. We're going to be, what we want to do is set the contract. So we have to win 2 tricks. And there is no trump suit, right? If we lead the ace of diamonds, we will get that trick. But will we ever get a second one? You don't know. The declarer might be able to rattle off 12 tricks and never get there. But if we lead a club, we sacrifice one of these, then we've set up a second trick in our hand. Let's say we lead either one. We lead a club. The king of clubs would be my choice. Now, at some point during the hand, there's probably going to be a diamond trick, and that means you're going to get to win the ace of diamonds, and then you've got your setup trick right here, the second trick. That's the setting trick. So the club would be the one to pick. So, what's interesting about this hand is that I gave you 4 different situations, and in each of those situations we picked a different suit, all from the same hand. In the first one, our partner had bid hearts, so the answer is to lead our partner suit. In the second one, no one had bid any suits. It was 1 no trump, all pass, and so we lead a spade. It's our longest suit. In the third one, one of our opponents opened a spade, so we're going to stay away from that, and we're going to lead a diamond instead, our other long suit. And in the last one, we put you in 6 no trump, where what you've got to do is establish 2 tricks. And to heck with the long suits, I just want to get 2 tricks. And clubs was the correct lead there. So this is a fun exercise, and we're going to move on from this to talking more about which card you lead once you've chosen the suit. And that'll be it for this morning. So I'll stop this and see if there are any questions. Otherwise, we've got a game at 10 o'clock. Good luck in the game.
Thank you, Mojo.
Thank you, Carol.
Thanks, Mojo.
Thanks, Jay.
Mojo, one question. What if you just play the ace and then the king? Will that make it different?
Are you ever going to get the lead again?
No.
Well, but don't you think that they either take the king with the ace and that they won't play clubs again?
Probably not. Said they can rattle off 5 spade tricks, 5 heart tricks, 5 diamond tricks. For one thing, once you've played the ace, you've set up all of their diamonds, right? So they can take the king, queen, jack, 10 of diamonds. There's 4 tricks. They can take 4 spades, maybe 4 hearts. They never need to touch clubs again.
Okay. All right.
I have a question too.
Mm-hmm.
They always say, and I understand in this situation playing the ace of diamonds and the club, but that never underlead an ace, is that going with that, or how much of a belief is that in these days?
Are you leading against a trump contract or a no trump contract?
A trump.
Well, this was no trump.
Oh, so it makes a difference. So you can underlead an ace in no trump.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
But, even so, against 6 no trump, I'm still leading a club. I want a chance to set the contract. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Thank you.